May thy servant Camilla, who wears this crown, be filled by thine abundant grace, and with all princely virtues.
She believed she should now be queen consort, but suddenly she was to become queen. When the king and Camilla were present, Princess Anne reportedly remarked, "You're not queen, you're the queen's consort." The British monarchy may dazzle with its titles and traditions, but beneath the polished exterior lies a complex web of silent rivalries. Among these, few are as deeply rooted as the tension between Princess Anne and Queen Camilla. While public appearances and formal smiles suggest unity, recent events hint at a different reality. At King Charles's coronation, royal watchers noted a distinct chill in Anne's demeanor toward Camilla. Was this deliberate or accidental? Her frosty silence conveyed an unmistakable message, a final warning to Camilla. This moment was not isolated but rather a culmination of years of tension. The history, grudges, and betrayals behind this silent royal feud tell a story of clashing values and personal histories. The tension between Princess Anne and Queen Camilla reveals a deeper narrative within the monarchy. Both women are seen as strong figures in the royal family, yet their relationship has been fraught for years. Anne, known for her no-nonsense attitude and unwavering commitment to royal duty, has always valued tradition and integrity. These ideals were challenged the moment Camilla entered Charles's life. To Anne, the monarchy represents more than titles and glamour, it embodies a sacred trust and sense of responsibility. Camilla, in Anne's eyes, was an outsider whose motivation seemed self-serving rather than noble. While these reservations were carefully masked in public, subtle hints over the years have exposed the rift. In 2005, Camilla promised to remain the Duchess of Cornwall rather than take the title of Queen Consort. This pledge was significant, particularly to Anne, as it reflected respect for royal values and traditions. To Anne, this was a binding agreement, a reassurance that the crown's integrity would be preserved. Yet, as Camilla's influence over Charles grew, Anne's skepticism deepened. Her increasing role in royal engagements and ambitious social pursuits suggested aspirations beyond her promise. While Anne maintained her royal duties, her cautious observations of Camilla's actions revealed an underlying tension. Everything changed in 2022 when Queen Elizabeth endorsed Camilla as queen consort. This announcement was unexpected, contradicting the promise made in 2005. For Anne, it was a profound betrayal, not by her mother, but by Camilla, who had vowed restraint and humility. Queen Elizabeth's endorsement was seen by many as a unifying gesture to ensure a smooth transition for Charles. However, for Anne, it symbolized a break in tradition and a disregard for the solemn promises that had been made. As a steadfast defender of her mother's vision for the monarchy, Anne found this shift deeply unsettling. To her, the title of Queen Consort was not just an honor but a symbol of selfless dedication earned through years of service. As Queen Elizabeth's health declined, Anne stood by her side, a silent guardian of her legacy and the monarchy's principles. Her mother's unexpected endorsement of Camilla left Anne feeling disillusioned, marking a turning point in her relationship with Camilla. The final warning Anne delivered at the coronation reflected not just personal disappointment but a broader struggle to uphold the monarchy's integrity against what she perceived as growing compromises. The legacy of Queen Elizabeth, as preserved by Anne, stands as a testament to loyalty, duty, and tradition, a vision that continues to shape the silent rift behind royal doors. Anne had always been the silent anchor, quietly but steadfastly supporting her mother's reign. To Anne, Queen Elizabeth embodied the essence of the monarchy, a life defined by self-sacrifice, composure, and unwavering devotion to the British people. Over the years, Anne witnessed her mother endure personal challenges, ranging from family scandals to political upheaval, all while maintaining a stoic front for the public. This instilled in Anne an unyielding sense of duty to protect the legacy her mother had built, a legacy rooted in traditional values and the integrity of the crown. When Queen Elizabeth endorsed Camilla as queen consort, Anne perceived it as a profound challenge to the principles her mother had cherished. To Anne, this endorsement risked diluting the monarchy's sacred essence, aligning it too closely with modern sentiments at the expense of timeless traditions. Quietly but determinedly, Anne took on the role of guarding this legacy, vowing to preserve the values her mother upheld. As Camilla assumed the title and had once believed would remain out of reach, Anne's sense of duty sharpened. Though she could not reverse the endorsement, she made her disapproval known. And embraced her role as the protector of tradition with silent pride and unrelenting resolve. Her responsibility as the guardian of the crown's integrity grew heavier over time, especially as public and private clashes with Camilla became more pronounced. Anne's disapproval of Camilla's lifestyle choices, particularly her ongoing relationship with her ex-husband Andrew Parker Bowles, further deepened the rift. While cordial relationships with former spouses might be acceptable in royal life, and, who revered decorum above all, viewed Camilla's attachment to Andrew as a breach of royal expectations. To end, such behavior signaled a disregard for the restraint and propriety essential to the monarchy's survival. Public appearances further highlighted their opposing values, Anne's disapproving glances and Camilla's casual interactions with Andrew frequently stirred media speculation. For Anne, these moments were more than mere informal exchanges, they symbolized Camilla's perceived failure to fully respect the traditions Anne held dear. Anne's frustrations also stemmed from what she saw as Camilla's favoritism toward her own family, particularly her efforts to secure privileges for her children from her first marriage. As queen consort, Camilla's duty was ostensibly to the crown, yet Anne reportedly viewed her attempts to elevate her family's visibility within royal circles as crossing a line, and believed that royal privilege must be accompanied by relentless service, not used as a tool for personal or familial advancement. In contrast, Anne's own children, Zara Tyndall and Peter Phillips, pursued careers independent of royal titles, embodying her belief in duty over privilege. The contrast only magnified Anne's perception of Camilla as someone who prioritized personal gain over service to the monarchy. Camilla's alleged efforts to leverage her royal status to benefit her children, particularly Tom Parker Bowles, whose public visibility had grown due to high-profile opportunities, clashed with Anne's understanding of the monarchy's expectations. To Anne, this behavior represented an ambition misaligned with the crown's purpose, further straining their relationship. These tensions culminated in a public display of disapproval during King Charles's coronation, a moment laden with silent yet profound meaning. From the moment Camilla arrived, Anne's demeanor was frosty, her expressions composed but revealing an underlying dissatisfaction. In the royal world, where every gesture is scrutinized, Anne's averted gazes, distant posture, and absence of polite interaction spoke volumes. Her cold shoulder was a deliberate statement, interpreted by many as her final warning to Camilla. And, typically direct yet diplomatic, made no effort to conceal her disappointment in Camilla's actions and choices. From her elevation to queen consort to her perceived self-serving use of the role, Anne's subtle but unmistakable gestures at the coronation reflected her deep-seated concerns. Through every cold glance and curt nod, Anne conveyed what words could not, a silent yet powerful assertion of her enduring commitment to the traditions of the monarchy. Witnesses noted the visible contrast in Anne's interactions with other family members compared to her chilly treatment of Camilla. When speaking with Charles or William, Anne's demeanor softened, revealing the deep bond she shared with them and her enduring loyalty to her family. However, her interactions with Camilla were clipped and at times pointedly absent, a striking departure from her usual grace. Even during key moments of the ceremony, Anne's eyes rarely met Camilla's, and her body language remained stiff, distant, and wholly unyielding. This silence and the carefully calculated cold shoulder were Anne's way of conveying her concerns without public confrontation. To those familiar with her direct, no-nonsense approach, this was Anne's final unmistakable message to Camilla about upholding royal dignity. It was a moment in history quietly etched into the backdrop of the coronation, showcasing Anne's resolve to protect the crown's honor at all costs. As the British monarchy continues to evolve in a rapidly modernizing world, Princess Anne remains firmly rooted in tradition. For her, the monarchy's value lies in its adherence to a code of dignity, sacrifice, and continuity, a sentiment she has carried since her mother's reign. With Charles and Camilla's new roles bringing in more relaxed and modernized ideals, Anne finds herself at odds with a monarchy that increasingly mirrors the casualness of the present day. She has often voiced her concerns about preserving royal protocols and rituals, particularly in an era where public opinion wields unprecedented power. Camilla's relaxed style and open interactions with the public symbolize, for Anne, a loosening of royal standards that once set the family apart. While Camilla sees change as a bridge to public relatability, and views it as a potential erosion of the monarchy's legacy. She believes that modernizing is not about appeasing public sentiment but maintaining a steady course, as her mother once did. To Anne, modernity is a slippery slope that could weaken the monarchy's unique identity and compromise the standards that distinguish the royal family. Princess Anne's behavior at the coronation did not go unnoticed. In the days following the ceremony, media outlets and royal enthusiasts alike dissected every subtle gesture, speculating on the significance behind her cold demeanor toward Camilla. Headlines buzzed with interpretations, and social media lit up with theories, with many suggesting Anne had issued an unspoken final warning to the queen consort. News outlets revisited historical tensions between the two women, with commentators noting that this was not the first time Anne had appeared less than welcoming toward Camilla. Interviews with royal insiders hinted at a clash of principles, emphasizing Anne's loyalty to her mother's legacy and her drive to preserve tradition, while Camilla's rise reflected a more relaxed, modern approach. Public opinion on the feud was divided. some sympathized with and, seeing her stance as a symbol of unwavering dedication to the crown, while others viewed her actions as inflexible, arguing that the monarchy must evolve to remain relevant. Yet, regardless of public opinion, one thing was clear: Anne's actions had captured the world's attention. As the tension between Princess Anne and Queen Camilla became apparent, royal insiders began to hint at how the rest of the family viewed the feud. Prince William, in particular, is said to hold Anne in high regard for her dedication to his grandmother's legacy. Raised under Queen Elizabeth's watchful eye, William values the traditional aspects of monarchy that Anne embodies: duty, dignity, and the family's unwavering sense of purpose. Privately, he has always sought Anne's counsel, respecting her as a link to his grandmother's reign and the timeless traditions she upheld. The differences between Camilla and Anne place William in a delicate position. While he publicly supports his father's new role as king, he also finds himself sympathetic to Anne's concerns. William understands her point of view, especially given his own sense of duty toward modernizing the monarchy without erasing its traditional values. Camilla's approach, however, introduces complexities, as she pushes for a more relaxed, approachable image for the monarchy, a shift that has left Anne feeling isolated and unheard. Other members of the family, like Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie, appear to empathize with Anne's stance. Charles's nieces, like him, are products of a generation that witnessed Queen Elizabeth set the standard for royal conduct. To them, Anne's loyalty is a cornerstone of familial values, while Camilla's ascent to queen consort represents a departure from tradition. Prince Edward, who shares a close relationship with Anne, has subtly voiced his support for her views. He is often seen as a quieter ally who values Anne's adherence to family traditions. Yet, as much as these royals respect Anne, they recognize that Charles's decision to elevate Camilla reflects a progressive step for the family. They are acutely aware that public acceptance is vital to the monarchy's continued relevance and that Camilla's approach, however divisive, might be necessary. This delicate balance between tradition and modernization has left the family quietly divided, torn between Anne's unwavering loyalty and Camilla's forward-looking vision for the monarchy's future. The implications of this division became especially apparent following the coronation, where Anne's frigid demeanor left a lasting impression on public perception. Camilla faced new challenges as queen consort, despite Queen Elizabeth's prior endorsement. Anne's silent rebuke forced both the public and the media to question Camilla's role within the royal family, placing her commitment and suitability under a critical spotlight. Camilla's position now carried a heightened sense of scrutiny, with every appearance and gesture weighed against Anne's unspoken expectations of dignity and tradition. While Camilla had hoped to bring warmth and relatability to her title, Anne's disapproval cast a shadow over her public interactions, making them feel stifled and overly analyzed. Royal commentators speculated that Anne's stance limited Camilla's freedom to redefine her role, tethering her to the high expectations set by Queen Elizabeth and upheld by Anne. This silent final warning significantly impacted Camilla's future interactions within the family, influencing not only public opinion but also the perspectives of other royal family members. Privately, Camilla understood that Anne's values would forever serve as a benchmark. Where she had once hoped to establish her own legacy, she now faced the reality of navigating Anne's unyielding standards. To fulfill her role as queen consort, she realized she would need to win over not only the public but also her fiercest family critic. This ongoing test of character required her to walk a delicate line between her vision for the monarchy and the traditional values Anne championed so fervently. Anne's silent yet deliberate final warning to Camilla at the coronation conveyed a powerful message: tradition must be upheld, even in an evolving monarchy. To Anne, the crown symbolizes values shaped by unwavering dedication, not a title to be reshaped for convenience. In her eyes, Camilla's rise and her relaxed approach risked undermining the monarchy's integrity, which had been built on time-honored principles. Anne's cold stance served as both a cautionary tale and a tribute to Queen Elizabeth's legacy, a legacy rooted in sacrifice and dignity. While Camilla may envision a modernized and more relatable royal image, and perceives this path as potentially eroding the monarchy's unique heritage, leaving behind only a shadow of its former respect. Balancing progress with tradition is a delicate task, one that leaves little room for missteps or compromises. As Camilla steps into her role under these looming expectations, she must navigate a monarchy caught between its storied past and an uncertain future, honoring the crown's legacy while proving her dedication. The silent clash between Anne and Camilla reflects the monarchy's ongoing journey to define itself, a test of values, loyalty, and the timeless weight of duty. Anne's silent warning serves as a reminder that some legacies are too sacred to bend, reinforcing the enduring significance of the crown's integrity and traditions.